All right, we're here. Sarah, you're back.
I'm back.
Singing course all done?
Singing course is done. And
Yep.
It was great.
Now, I've told people who were listening last week that you were going to give us a demo when you came back from your singing course last week. Hit me.
James, you can't put me on the spot like this.
Hit me with anything.
Hit you with anything in the world.
Yeah, something you learned. One thing.
One thing that I learnt.
Yeah.
I learnt how to control my velum.
And a demonstration of that would be...
If I was to sing, okay, so a high velum is when you're pretty much speaking. A low velum is when you're making nasal noises like this. Do you see how it stopped because I shut my nose there, James?
Wow.
Just one component that I learned that I can control.
We've got an amazing show for you tonight. Music from Far East Movement, Hilltop Hoods, Dappy and Hawk Nelson. We can get to the new one from our beloved new host of The Voice. That's awesome, man. I'm loving the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Delta Goodrum, this is Sitting on Top of the World. You are listening to ArchD on Life FM. Low velum.
No, that's a low larynx.
Sorry. That's a new one from Addison Road. Currently number 24 on the Hot 25 countdown.
It sure is.
Which makes it kind of sound a bit passé, doesn't it? Number 24 and the number 25.
24. Come on down.
No, it's an awesome song, though. To be on the Hot 25 at all is hard. Anyway, there is a 4-day festival. A 4-day festival.
Sounds like fun.
Thrive. Be the best we can be is
And
what it's
got
called.
A very good attitude.
Exactly. That's a festival with a good attitude. A 4-day festival for parishes and schools offering music and song, ritual and prayer, creative arts, workshops, resources, multimedia. We're about to run out of breath. Conversation centered on the whole community, catechesis through effective youth and family. This is the longest sentence I think I've ever read in my life.
Do you know what? That's another thing I learned in my singing course.
What's that?
About the amount of breath we take. If you actually you don't actually need a lot of breath. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Didn't know that.
Sounds a bit Matrixy. You think that's air you're breathing now?
I definitely know it is, yeah. So pretty much what I'm trying to say here, James, is you're going to have to anchor.
Anchor, okay, I'm anchored. A 4-day festival for parishes and schools. Offering music and song, ritual and prayer, creative arts. That's so much easier to say now. I'm anchored.
Yeah, good work. You don't even know what you're doing, but you're saying you're anchored.
This is over, either way, this is over in Sydney at St. Augustine's College. This is happening between Friday the 10th and Monday the 13th of August. Jump onto the Facebook page. We have all the details there. Of course, it's all there. And it gives you more information and how to register and how to get involved. So check it out if that's for you. Some more music, please. Sarah.
Half Mast by Empire of the Sun. You're listening to ArchD. Music won't break your heart. Stan Walker, you're listening to ArchD.
You know, there are a lot of people out there, Sarah, who are real retro heads. People who are into, basically, people who are into stuff from the past.
Right.
With strong cult followings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Like, I, for one, I'm really fascinated by the American blues culture. I dig it. Love the music, love the style, love the attitude, love the attitude. So have you got a retro fascination at all with anything?
I'm gonna have to go with I like to live in the moment and just be now. Be in the now.
Okay, so you're like a hippie or something.
I suppose so.
But you get into like old music and stuff and get into the whole vibe.
I do, for sure. You've got to learn from the past.
To move towards the future. Wow. You're like a fortune cookie tonight, dude.
I know. Such an inspiration.
But look, I mean, you got to agree though.
Cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase.
Cut to the chase.
You will never find more dedicated retro people than people who are obsessed with the 1950s. They go hard because seriously, like they go overboard. It's not like going, oh yeah, I'm really into that stuff, or I kind of get into that stuff. They'll like do the hair and the clothes.
You're either all in or you're all out.
And the cars and the whole thing. You know, there's a guy actually who runs a guitar company called Alley Cat in Adelaide, and he makes guitars for that market designed like they're hot rod cars. They kind of look like it.
Wow.
But these people, they're into this stuff majorly. Now, there may be people out there in Radioland who are also into this particular thing. And if you are, well, you are in luck. I have to tell you this right now. On Sunday, the 29th of April, the Hectorville Catholic Community Sequicentenary. Do you know what a sequicentenary is?
Please do tell.
It's 150 years.
Really?
Yes, sequicentenary.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Not a centenary, not a bicentenary, a sequicentenary.
Sequicentenary.
Sequicentenary. This is actually happening at the Oval at St Joseph's School on Montacute Road in Hectorville. They're going hardcore. The big old 50s cars, the motorbikes, all that kind of stuff. There's lots of food and lots of entertainment, and also it would not be a 50s night without Elvis.
It actually sounds very cool, doesn't it?
Yes. So Elvis tribute artist Mark Anthony will be there to entertain.
Beautiful.
So if you want to get your 50s thing on, that is the place to be. Definitely. More details at our Facebook page, archdradio.com, of course. What do we got music-wise, Sarah?
What do we got? We've got Paradise by Coldplay. You're listening to ArchD 107.9 Life FM. Hello, Martin Solveig. You're listening to ArchD 107.9 Life FM.
Okay. Superhero time.
Yes. I've
Snack.
been waiting for this the whole time.
Snack Man.
Na snack man.
He's just been waiting to do that.
I know.
Snack Man. This is a news story that... A new superhero. He's a classic example of New York cool breaking up a heated fight on a subway while munching nonchalantly on a bag of chips.
That is his superhero, everybody.
That is his superhero skill.
He can fight crime whilst eating.
I didn't see him in The Incredibles, but I'm sure he was maybe...
Incredibles 2,
His
perhaps.
scene, yeah, his Incredibles 2. Exactly right. And this, to me, really, if nothing else, what this guy has achieved is probably the weirdest thing you could ever do while eating.
I would say so. It takes a lot of willpower to be able to eat and break up a fight at the same time.
It certainly
Talk
does.
about multitasking.
Absolutely. So, I mean, if you had to say what the weirdest thing you've ever done while eating would be, what would that be?
James, I knew you were going to ask me this question.
Funny
And
that.
I've got to say, you have stumped me a little bit.
It's a tricky one, isn't it?
It is a very tricky one. I've thought about it and I've thought about it. And I've thought about it again.
It is a tricky one.
Yes.
I don't think anything as glamorous or weird as that.
I think the only...
For me, anyway.
I think the only thing I could sort of pull from this is eating weird food and then sort of having a weird reaction to it. That's really my... That's really my connection.
You're never going to be the next snack man.
No, I know.
Searching for justice. So we predicted that we might actually have a little bit of trouble with this. So we decided we'd actually go out and talk to the general public about this and see whether or not they'd done weird things while eating. And here's what happened. What's the weirdest thing you've done while eating?
Having a bath?
Is that weird? I guess eating in the bath is kind of strange. What is the weirdest thing you've ever done while eating? I didn't realise it was that funny a question.
Probably not weird, but gagged.
What's the weirdest thing you've done while eating?
Seriously, I can't think of it. I would never do anything weird while I'm eating.
Nothing weird at all? Skydiving?
No, never.
That would have to win, wouldn't it? Skydiving while eating.
I think it would, yeah.
Can't speak while you're skydiving, then you definitely cannot eat while you're skydiving.
I wonder if really experienced skydivers can, though.
There's only one way to find out, though, isn't there?
Okay, you guys get the parachutes out. Sometimes these ideas work, and sometimes they don't work so well.
We tried.
We tried.
Effort was put.
We tried, which goes to show, props to Snack Man.
Props to Snackman. He's doing things that other mortals can't.
This is Far East Movement. You're listening to ArchD.
Walking out, Benja. You're listening to ArchD 107.9 Life FM.
Hey, look, the Catholic Women's Fellowship, Sarah,
Yes.
this will relaunch in 2012 with a new structure allowing young women to complete a program of theology, spiritual formation, personal development, and interfaith dialogue. This is all happening as a result of a partnership between the Bishop's Office for the Participation of Women, also known as the OPW,
Beautiful. A lovely acronym there.
the Broken Bay Institute, also known as the BBI, and the Sisters of the Good Samaritan. They don't have an acronym, but I believe one's currently in the pipeline. If you want to find out more information about this really does look like an amazing program. It's at our Facebook page at archdradio.com. More music, I think.
Boom. We've got Your Love is a Mystery. Hawk Nelson, you're listening to ArchD 107.9 Life FM. I love it. I love it.
I love it. I love it.
I know you love it.
I love it.
You do love it.
Hilltop Hoods, you're listening to ArchD 107.9 Life FM. That's it. We're done.
How sad.
We ride. Y'all.
We ride on a Saturday night.
What is a DV9?
Pardon? Oh, good question.
I don't know where I was saying that I was singing that in my head the other day. I'm singing that along. I'm going. What's a DV? I don't know.
Good question.
I don't know.
I shrug my shoulders.
I don't know. You go away and think of weird things to do while eating. I'll find out what a DV9 is.
Hands together.
Break.
Teamwork and break.
We will see
It's the
you
end of the
next
show.
week. All the info about the stuff we've talked about at archdradio.com. We'll catch you later. We're going to leave you with Dappy.
Alligator.
Leave you with Dappy. This is No Regrets. Catch